My mate ringed me up the other day, absolutely fuming. Patrick, the Satnav stitched me up. I said, of course it did. Mate, that's what Satnavs do for a living. It sent him down a country lane, low bridge, trees scraping the mirrors, sign saying unsuitable for HGVs every 50 yards. And he still kept going because the little voice in the box said, turn left. And I'm sat there thinking, you've got 44 tons behind you, not a pizza delivery scooter. I'm Patrick Biel, your friendly neighborhood HGV instructor. I share daily tips to help you pass first time and survive life on the road without losing your mind or your mirrors. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and if you want to sharpen your skills before test day, my number's on screen. We can even sort a Zoom prep session where we talk through proper route planning and the mistakes GPS won't save you from. So firstly, the Satnav trap. Don't get me wrong, Satnavs are brilliant tools when you're smarter than them. But too many new drivers just stick the postcode in, hit go, and switch their brain off. That's when the problem starts. Because the Satnav doesn't know there's a 10-foot bridge 2 miles ahead. It doesn't care that the yard entrance is on a one-way street you can't legally enter. It's just there to get you somewhere, not necessarily where you should be. The lost art of reading the road. You know what the problem is? The Satnav makes people stop looking at the signs. I see it every week. Students glued to the screen instead of reading weight limit 7.5 tons in letters the size of dinner plates. By the time they notice, halfway down a farm truck with cows giving them dirty looks. Back in my day, and here comes the old man's story. I learned London with a paper map, no GPS, no phone, just me and A to Z and the will to live. You had to think ahead, you had to plan, and once you've learned that way, you never forget it. Even now I can take an Arctic right through London, anywhere from Wembley to Woolwich, and I don't panic when there is a diversion. I just think, right, signs for A5 over there, one shot, I'll swing round through Edgware, job done. The John on the M1 joke. Now, I'm not talking about John. You know John. He's been driving 20 years between junction 8 and junction 15 on the M1. He knows that bit of road better than his own living room carpet. So when M1's closed, he hops on the A5 and feels like a hero. Fair play, but that's not navigation. That's muscle memory. I'm talking about real route planning, knowing where you're going, what's ahead, and what you will do if it goes wrong. Planning beats guessing. Good navigation is part of being a professional. Before you set off, look at your route. Where are the main roads? Where are the bridges? Where is the drop? What's the backup if something's shut? 5 minutes of planning can save you an hour of reversing out of a housing estate, while 10 locals film you for TikTok. Funny story. One of my lads once followed his Satnav straight into a dead end near Slough. Narrow road, no turning point. Took him 45 minutes, 3 locals and 1 angry cat to get the truck out. Now, every time he calls me, he starts with, Patrick, I checked Google Street View this time. The mindset of a real driver. Real drivers don't panic when the screen goes blank. They look around, read the signs, and adapt. The road gives you clues, direction boards, route markers, low bridge warnings. Your Satnav is a helper, not your brain. Because when it all goes wrong, and it will, the best tool you've got isn't a gadget, it's your situational awareness. And that's something we go over in Zoom test prep. Not just passing the test, but how to think like a professional. I show you how to plan, how to read roads, how to stay calm when diversions hit. Because once you're working, no one's there to hold your hand. You've got to make smart decisions on the fly. So, next time you punch a postcode into the Satnav, remember, it's a guide, not gospel. Keep your eyes on the signs. Plan your route like a pro. Technology is great, but common sense keeps your license. I'm Patrick Biel, sharing daily HGV tips straight from the cab. Subscribe if you found this helpful, and if you want to start your career the smart way, call me or book Zoom prep sessions. We'll make sure you don't end up famous on YouTube for the wrong reasons. Drive safe.